think about it, most fights, arguments, and even acts of violence stem from the failure to see things from another point of view. It becomes so easy to think only of ourselves and forget the rest, but I want to understand it all. So I put myself in the shoes of the boy who just came out as gay. I hear the whispers of fags thrown at him as he walks through his residence hall. I feel the hateful, disgusted glare of his roommate every time he walks through the door. I feel his frustration and anger every time someone tells him, "Don't worry, it'll get better someday, I promise." But it hasn't gotten better, so why would it get better? And who the hell is going to make it better?
I put myself in the shoes of the young woman who looks in the mirror and all she sees is room for improvement. I hear her family and friends tell her that she's beautiful, but all the magazines and commercials tell her that she's fat, ugly, and not good enough. I feel her try to shrink into nothing when all she sees around her are people working out, exercising, and running. But the only running she wants to do is away from it all.
I put myself in the shoes of the student who is challenging their gender identity. I hear them sigh when they are assumed to be a girl. I feel their discomfort when they're placed with a female roommate, not knowing whether it's safe to be themselves in their new home. I feel their rage when doctors and psychologists argue over the existence and validity of their existence. I understand their hurt when even those closest to them assume that this is just a phase of confusion and don't try hard enough to see them as they are, as they will be, as they always have been.
I put myself in the shoes of the young man of color who puts on a brave face every morning, hiding the fact that he fears for his own safety. I feel him freeze up as he walks into the bathroom stall to find racist graffiti. I feel his hopelessness as when he gets a bad grade on a paper and has to wonder if it was because of what he wrote or his racial identity. I hear him screaming in his head every time he hears someone say that we live in a post-racial society. Because if that were true, why does he feel that the color of his skin dictates every aspect of his life?
And then I put myself in the shoes of everyone who's ever felt invisible and just wants to tell the world,
I am here. I think empathy could save our generation. What better way to turn hatred and ignorance into love and acceptance than truly trying to understand others' perspectives?
When we remove ourselves from our own lives for even a moment, we can step into another situation and see our similarities.
Because you, your friends, your peers, we're all a community. We're all a part of the same thing. Your story is my story. It's our story.
But the only way to see that is to put ourselves in different shoes. And to do that, we must